You're on.
Hi, I'm Ryan Trengrove, owner and director of instruction here at Golf Swing Prescription, an indoor golf training center at Laguna Hills, California. Today what we're doing here is we're doing neurofeedback, okay? Katie Wingert is here from Pure Wave, and she's going to help us know if we're in the zone, okay? Because you don't know unless you're getting hooked up to something like this, and then you can get, as it is neurofeedback, to know that your brain is in the right state as you're going through your golf routine. So what I'm going to do here in a moment is I'm going to do some chipping where I go through my routine, and then if the computer beeps, that means that my brain is in the right mind state. And what I've basically learned from Katie, because this summer I won one of my first tournaments here in Southern California with 8 birdies, and I was doing something mentally and in a certain routine, and I wanted to see if that routine was in the zone, because it's not often you make 8 birdies. And basically I found out that I was in the zone from Katie because I went to her office and basically went through my routine and was getting points, and it was telling me that my brain was in the right state, and she'll explain it more clearly than that. But basically I'm going to go through my routine here in a moment, and we'll see if my brain can be in the right state. Anything you want to add, Katie? How would you describe it?
Well, that pretty much hits it, but from a more scientific point, what I'm going to be doing is giving Ryan feedback for producing a particular type of brainwave that I want. I'm also going to be rewarding him for inhibiting a particular brainwave. So the specific brainwave that I'm going to train and reward is called SMR. SMR is related with high cognitive focus, attention, and also athletic performance. And the one that I'm going to be rewarding him for not producing or really inhibiting is a slower, more distractible brainwave. So what we're going to be doing with Ryan is have him record those brainwaves while he's setting up and hitting, and then he's going to be listening for the beeps, and what he wants is a long, nice, consistent flow of beeps to let him know that he's in the zone. Ready?
Let's do it. Let's do some chipping here. I'm excited.
All right, let me know when you want me to start going.
All right, we can start now. What I'm going to first do is I'm going to actually do what I do between shots on the golf course to zone out. I don't want to think about golf when I'm not over the golf ball. Okay, so I just put my mind into a place where I pretty much everything in my face, it's a blank stare, and I'm pretty much taking myself out of my body where I'm just completely blank stare. So, and then Katie, you could tell them what that's doing when I'm doing it.
So right now while he's talking, well now it's going to be louder because he's no longer talking and he's focusing, but while he is getting ready to set up, as he starts to produce the brainwaves that I want, he's going to start hearing more of those beeps. Right now what I'm seeing on the actual screen is I'm actually watching those distractible brainwaves decrease, and I'm waiting for his SMR, that focused brainwave, to increase. And as soon as you're ready to do your thing, go right ahead.
Okay, let's do it. How was my SMR there?
It was good. It was right before you hit.
Right before I hit again? Awesome. And what I'm doing here, just so you guys know with my routine, is every time I get set up, and I do this with my putting, we do it with my putting, with my full swing and everything else, I get set up after I'm ready to go. I first focus on the ball and making sure I'm the right distance away from it. Then I look at the target, and I don't just look at the target, I pretty much look at the size of a Sharpie dot in my target. So if it's a shot that's going, a chip that's going right to left, I would pick a spot this small to aim at, and then once I see that spot, when I look back to the ball, I still see that image in my mind. And that's how it's done.
So what I do want to voice really quick, or rather ask, is are you hitting in response to the beeps, or is it just happening naturally?
Oh no, I'm not hitting, it's just happening naturally. When I go through my routine, what's happening is I get the most beeps when my mind is focused on the target, that small target, and then when I look back to the ball, I don't see the ball. It's a blurry white object, as John Cook said once in a clinic at Virginia Country Club. I'm not looking at a spot on the ball. The ball is just an object in the way, and it's like I have an eye on the side of my head, and I see the image right there to the left of me as I'm facing the ball. And then I just let my body respond how it wants to, with rotation, with that image in my mind.
Okay. How do you think that this could help your clients get into the zone?
Great question. This is one of these things where I see lots of people, we help a lot of people get the form down, and that's the first phase. You have to, you got to go from unconsciously incompetent, when you don't have any idea what's wrong, to consciously competent, where you know you're doing things wrong because we showed you, but you can't do anything better yet. And then we want to be consciously competent, which is where I come in and where I get people to make the right movements, learn the right body movements so that they're developing motor skills or neural networks. And then you got to become unconsciously competent. The unconsciously competent is the part that this is going to help a lot of people with, because once you get the move down, if you're thinking about the move and you're not focused on your target, you're never going to be good at controlling your distance. We were just talking about how with putting, you got to have that image in your mind if you're going to stop it stone dead right at the hole. So basically, it's one of these things where it'll help people know where their brain has to be when they're over the ball to produce their best golf shots.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it's great feedback. I'm really, really fortunate that we get to do this here, and I'm excited about sharing this with everybody.
Yeah.
If you have more questions, feel free to contact us here at Golf Swing Prescription or Katie at Pure Wave, and we look forward to showing you some more fun stuff.
Thanks for sharing your brain with me, Ryan.
You're welcome.